This is a video via request to see some self-Abhyanga massage, or as one of my gurus, teachers, Dr. Suhas, quotes, "Get the issues from your tissues," which is an amazing quote. I just love that. And before I go through and demo self-Abhyanga, which means oil massage, don't worry, I'm not going to take my clothes off. I'm actually going to just demo it for those who are watching the video. I just wanted to take just a moment just to talk about issues, because the self-Abhyanga, although it will physically help get the issues from your tissues, and I'll explain why in a moment, we need to look at the issues themselves, because otherwise the self-Abhyanga or oil massage or other modalities and tools that can get issues from the tissues, there are many, are just a band-aid or an elastoplast if we don't really look in and find out what is causing those issues in the first place. So one of the great many tools that I shared a video on is meditation. Journaling is another, reflection, all about looking in. By looking in, you can see what we talked about in the meditation video of the software of the soul. Is that a positive cycle that you are doing on a daily basis? Or is it more like that hamster wheel where you get stuck and it becomes more of a negative pattern, a more stagnant pattern in your life? And where do issues come from? Why is it that we are in these patterns? There are many ways I could take this video, and I want to keep it short. Some can be learned behaviour, where we also create our own stories that we project into the world. Maybe we aren't giving ourselves our emotional needs. We are looking outside externally for happiness, which is a whole other video in itself. For attachment, we aren't getting happiness for ourselves. We are looking externally for that. Many of the issues come from not using our voice, from not speaking our truth, from swallowing and storing. And when we swallow and store, we get issues in our tissues. This leads to what's called dis-ease in the body, feelings of maybe just meh. You know, you wake up in the morning and you just feel a little bit off. Not enough to go to the doctor, not full-blown disease, but something not right. There's an imbalance in the body. There are many ways that it can bring balance back, and this isn't one of those videos. This is just a short snapshot video. But you know, to bring balance back into your life, how I personally lead my life on and teach and guide is through Ayurveda, which is balancing through the 5 gateways, the 5 senses. So it's a lifestyle choice, isn't just what we put in nutritionally, it's whatever we take in through our eyes, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we say, what we taste, what we touch. So there is so many more tips and tools I can share with you if you are liking these videos, but it was just something to bear in mind that this is, although it's a phenomenal tool I'm going to share with you that you can do on a daily basis, it takes about 7 to 10 minutes, or there is a 2-minute version. Yes, 2 minutes, that will actually help get issues from your tissues and help feel you connected in mind and body. But it's to bear in mind that we need to look in, we need to do some self-growth, some self-work. You know it, everybody knows it. We distract ourselves, TV, social media, work. We distract ourselves, we become numb because we don't want to look in and look at the issues. So for true happiness, that's something that definitely I would recommend of looking in and getting some self-work. Self-worth. Look inwards and get some, do some self-work for self-growth. Sorry, there was something going on in the background that kind of distracted me a little bit there. Okay, so self-Abhyanga. Why would we do massage on ourselves every single day? For those of you who, please, I hope everyone who's watching this has had some experience of massage, whether you have done your own scalp massage, whether you have massaged another person, massaged an animal, it's all about energy exchange. And wherever you use the power of touch, always have that intention of loving compassion. whether it's for yourself, guiding or massaging another human, and animals as well. Animals love it. Again, I mentioned in the meditation video, they have no ego. They are just all about the love. They sense the energy and they sense the intention of loving compassion that comes from you when you give a massage. So massage has many benefits, just to list a couple. It brings circulation back into the body, it helps the lymphatic system, it helps age reversal. We have age reversing hormones in our skin, it helps calm the nervous system. You can change your mood by massage, just by changing the pressure and the pace, more energizing, more relaxing. You can customize it with essential oils and herbs, which I'll talk about in a little bit further down the video, especially if you know your mind-body dosha, in Ayurveda mind-body type. You can customize your base oil to suit your body and your mind oil to balance the mind. So I can talk a little bit about that as well if we'll have time. The number one reason why I like to do massage is there's a connection to the mind and the body. It grounds me. I'm an air element, so I feel grounded. It also, in Ayurveda, what does is eliminate ama. So ama is a sludge-like toxin that is built up in the body, in the schrotas, the channels, a bit like our lymphatic system. It builds up, and this actually comes from an imbalanced lifestyle, from the 5 gateways, from the 5 senses. So we build up this ama, this stick, sweet, sludgy, slight toxin, and when we do self-Abhyanga massage, we're actually massaging down. As when I was taught 20 years ago to massage humans, we always get taught to massage towards the heart, for lymphatic, for blood flow. In Ayurveda massage, we massage down. It's all about elimination. It's about getting that sludge, that toxin, those basically junk, that crap from your body out, because you'll feel so much better. So that's what it's all about. You don't need to set a space for it. You can, if you want to, you can take it into a 20-minute version, have music playing, mantras, incense, candles. If you want to take it to something special, relaxation, you can definitely do that. You can do about a 7 to 10-minute version where all you need is a massage medium, so an oil or a massage lotion. Definitely preferably an oil, that's traditional self-Abhyanga, because oil nourishes the joints. Or you can do a 2-minute version where you don't need any oil whatsoever. So I'm going to guide you through a 7 to 10-minute version, and hopefully you can maybe follow along with me as well, because that would be quite helpful for you so you can know how it feels. So 7 to 10-minute version. I'm not going to do the full lot, so don't worry, it won't take that long. So you just imagine that you have a warm oil. You can warm it in your hands, or you can warm it in a bowl. I actually just put mine in a bowl. I use sesame oil. I get mine from Amazon. I use sesame oil. It's grounding for an air element and very warming on the body. Just pop that in a bowl, pop that in a sink while I put a towel on the bathroom floor. Then we're going to start on the crown of our head. So if you don't want to put oil on your hair, then that's fine, just use your hands. So we're going to start by massaging the scalp. In our scalp, we have many nadis and marma points, which are energy centers and pathways in our scalp, in our head. So this helps us feel connected, it's getting energy to the body. So what you can actually do is you just massage all the way along. If you wanted more of an energizing practice, if you're an earth element in Ayurveda that needs a little bit of stimulation, you can give yourself a really good massage. This is why I didn't do my hair for the video. For more of a calming massage or effect on the body, then you just do nice effleurage. Then you come to the face. Now the face you can do basic. You can take a little bit of oil and then you can just go across the forehead, up on the eyes, go up on our cheeks. You want to make little hamster cheeks. You don't want to bring this down. We don't want to age. You want the cheeks and then along. Or if you want to, you can do a little bit extra here for anti-aging. I tend to use anti-aging oil or jojoba oil for my face, and I start and going back and forward on here. Working in between my brows, I have my number 11s. I'm always on the computer or driving. I always seem to be like this. So I kind of work on my number 11s. There's also the liver area. So if you're getting spots or breakouts on this area, this can actually be through eating late, or maybe you need to look at your diet, your lifestyle. You can come underneath the eyebrows, and we have marble points here that help with our headache. So you can press here and there. Why don't I look attractive? Okay, so you can press up here, come to the temples, and you don't want to press too firm on the temples, just gently relax. This is a really good one for eye strain or headaches. Underneath the eyes, here can help just drain. We don't want to drag, this is thin, delicate skin. So we're just draining underneath. If you have any sinus issues, you can take your 2 fingers, the side of your nose. We're not going to press in, we're pressing at the side of the nose and here. Just at the side, you can feel the pressure here. Drain underneath the cheeks. You can always come up here. You can feel the gum in the teeth. Pockets where sometimes there's our sinus issues here. And then drain towards the ear. Do a little bit on the chin as well. And if you feel here, if you're already following along and massaging here, sometimes we have a tight jaw. So all this area here is associated with the throat chakra, the Visuddha chakra, where we swallow, we store, we don't speak our truth. So we tend to sometimes grind our teeth, have a tight jaw. So this is a really good area to spend time on. You can take your thumbs underneath the chin and gently move your thumbs towards your ears. This is also associated with the stomach meridian, and the emotion for the stomach and the spleen meridian is anxiety. So when we suffer anxiety, we normally feel that in our stomach. This is also really good for here. Coming up to the ears. So the ears, which is the best way to show you, for the ears, in Chinese diagnosis, I don't know if you can see that, in Chinese diagnosis, the ear represents a fetus. So I don't know if you can see that here. This is the head, where the head would be, the back, the feet and the internal organs. So you could do a little bit of ear reflexology. So if you have headaches, you massage the lobe and so on. Or if you're just doing a quick Abhyanga, just pull down, pull to the side and pull up. And that is your face massage. So those who are maybe following along, hopefully you feel a little bit more connected. I'll just do something with my hair there. I feel a bit more connected in the mind and the body. Then we come to our neck. So you might need a little bit more oil. Come to get some oil, and we'd never want to bring down on the neck. So as we age, we can get a little bit what's called turkey neck here. So we actually want to move this up. Move this up. Spend quite a bit of time on the back of the neck if you have tension in the back of the neck. And also what we call Arnold's hollows, the occipital ridge here, this ridge here where we have these dips. We feel a lot of tension in here. And if you are suffering from pain in the neck, then ask yourself, is there anywhere in life that you are literally feeling emotionally that there's something that's giving you a pain in the neck? Because we are all connected, mind and body connected. When we come down to the body, we are working on the fascia. The fascia starts in our tongue and runs down to our feet. And this is where it is our mind and body connector. This is where our emotions are stored. This is why when we do movement, like massage or dancing or yoga twists, especially when we do yoga twists, we are manipulating that fascia. We are releasing emotions, which is why sometimes if you've ever had a massage, you can feel amazing, endorphins are being released, or you can feel not so great, which is a healing crisis. You've released what no longer serves you within a massage. The same with yoga. Sometimes you can do a yoga class or maybe a yoga retreat if you're doing yoga daily for a few days in intense periods of time where you have that release in the fascia. Releasing in the body, releasing in the mind, releasing in the heart, releasing in the soul. It comes out, which is good. We want it out. We want it out. Get the issues from our tissues. So going back to our massage, you might need a little bit more oil. So what we're going to do is come across our chest, so back and forward movements on our chest. Coming up to the shoulders, and every area that is a circular joint, we're going to use circular motions. And a lot of oil here. This is where we get cracking, popping, crunching. It needs a lot of oil to feel flexible. So massage your arms. Come down either side. Long flowing motion. So again, if you need a little bit of energy, a bit of stimulation, do this, or you can just do nice sweepy motions. The elbow, making sure we get a lot of oil on the elbow. Elbow and wrist, we can feel a little bit constricted, rigid, inflammation of the joints. This can also be reflected in where we're not flexible in life, where maybe a bit rigid, a bit constricted. Either side of our forearm, massaging the wrist, maybe a little bit of hand reflexology. We have points all over our hands that link to different meridians and organs in the body. Massage the hand, pull the fingers, this feels really good. And then you would do the other arm. Coming down into the chest, there is a mama point just in between your breasts. So if you want, this is associated with the Anahata chakra, you can just take a moment in your massage to spend a bit of time here. Just by pressing here, by closing your eyes, just inhaling, slight pressure, and exhale. And you can do that a couple of times. This can help with anxiety. It can help you feel a bit grounded. Coming to the area of the bust, this is great for doing your self-check. So we should be checking our breasts daily for lumps and bumps and any changes. We don't want to go down. We want to keep what we have, we want to keep these up. So figure of 8, okay? So do a figure of 8 on your breasts. When it comes to your underarms, we have lymph nodes here. So you want to go, you can go in and down here. So it's like kind of like going up and down. So we're moving any lymph flow here. Coming to our, my little helper for today, little Scooty Pup. Hello, Scoots. Okay, so coming to our stomach here, actually that might be a little bit better. This is where in Ayurveda we have our inner fire, our Agni, our digestion. So we get our prana, our life force energy from many things, from breath, pranayama, from the food that we eat, that we take in the environment. But if we have a weak Agni, a weak fire, we cannot digest that. And we also cannot digest everything that we're taking in our 5 gateways. So we cannot, in essence, digest life. So this is a really good area to focus on. If you wanted to just do, say, like the 7-minute version, we're just going clockwise. So this might not look clockwise if I'm mirroring, but we've got to just do clockwise. For those who want to spend a bit more time, maybe you have issues, like constipation, you have stomach worries, you can spend a little bit longer here. So you start on your right hand side, where your hip is, where this dip is. Hip is where your dip is. Rhyming. So what you want to do is, if you can't tell already, I'm quite cheesy. So you want to put your hands by your hips. And then this dip here, you want to push up here. We're massaging the colon, elimination. Moving up to this rib here, this dip here. Then you're going to push along, come into the solar plexus, maybe massage here a little bit. Coming down to the other rib. Then we're going to push down, so we're literally following the colon. If you feel any lumps or any hard impactions, then this is, apologies for swearing, but this is shit. This is where literally shifting our shit. So we're going to get it out and feel amazing. This is getting the issues from your tissues. Come down to the other hip here. And this is where you want to come along. So we get a lot of impactions here. This tends to be an area where it gathers a lot. So you really want to bring this in and then come along. So you can do this a few times. When it comes to the back, just do what you can. If you're flexible, you can get your oil on the back. And then coming to the hip area. So the hip, I might pop a link below for anyone who's interested. I wrote a blog a short while ago on the psoas muscle, the fascia and the vagus nerve. I'm not going to talk about that today, but it's quite a interesting article, not blow my own trumpet to say it's interesting as in how I've wrote it, but an interesting that might spark an interest into do a bit more research on those three amazing things. So your vagus nerve, your fascia and the psoas muscle. So the psoas muscle is along our hips, associated with our hip flexors, and it's also called the muscle of the soul. This is where we hold a lot of issues in our tissues. So we're going to spend a lot of time here, get a lot of oil on the hips. And when it comes to the bum, yes, I am actually going to massage my bum on a video for people to see. But what you're going to do is we're very sedentary, we're very sedentary. So to get circulation back, make some fists, and then you're just going to, I'm not actually going to show you the whole lot, but you get the idea. You're going to massage the bum, massage around the hips. Really get the circulation going into that area. And then come into the legs. So we've got a long motion. We're going to go up and down the legs. Circle around a circle joint, so the knee. The knee is linked to our support system, so our support in life. Up and down on the leg. Circle the ankle. So ankle and feet associated with putting your best foot forward. So maybe fear can be linked to the feet. And then you massage the feet. So I'm not going to do a full reflexology session, but just to guide you through, the top of your toes to this little ridge here is associated with the crown of your head to your solar plexus. From the ridge down to the top of your heel, this dip here, is your solar plexus down to your hips. And then from this part here is to your to the other part of the heel is from your trunk to your toes. So if you have headache issues, massage the top of your feet and so on. So you can spend a bit of time there. So that you can take into, say, a 20-minute session, a 7 to 10-minute session. Every day, if you don't have time, you can take this into a 2-minute version. Very quickly, massage the scalp, get those nadis and the mama points, the energy centers. Massage your feet because your feet have so many reflex points. I'll just do something with my hair. The feet have so many reflex points that will help calm the nervous system, work on all the organs. So 2 minutes, turn on your shower, massage your scalp, massage your feet. You will feel amazing if you do this every day. If you suffer insomnia, anxiety, you could maybe massage your scalp or your feet before bed, putting a little bit of relax oil on your feet. If you wanted to take it a step further and you know your mind-body dosha in Ayurveda, you would use a base oil for the body. So for the air element, for Vata, you would use, great one is sesame oil, very warming, very grounding. For Pittas, for the fire, coconut oil is a really good one. Kapha, the earth element, needs something to get that earth going. So the fire, so the air needs to be grounded and warm. The fire needs to be cool, and the kapha, that earth element, needs to be stimulated. It needs to move. So sunflower or safflower oils are good. If you wanted to add in essential oils into the base oil, you wouldn't put essential oils direct on the skin, it causes photosensitivity. You would put a few drops into your base oil. So you can either go with whatever you're drawn to, whatever mood that you want to invoke in your Abhyanga, or for the air elements to feel grounded, floral sweet scents like orange, vanilla, patchouli. For Pittas, you could use mint, jasmine, lavender, rose. Kaphas, something stimulating like eucalyptus, camphor, marjoram. They're really good for the mind. And you might be a different body dosha to a mind dosha, so you could mix those up. You could use your base oil for whatever body dosha you are, and use your mind for your mind dosha, use that essential oil and mix those together. You can get, there are so many brands, I can link them below if anyone's interested, where you actually have these already in. So you have your base oil, your mind oil, and you can even get them where they have traditional herbs in as well. So if people want that information, I can let them know. I didn't want it to look like I was brand advertising, but if anybody wants them, I'm happy to share them. But for me personally, I use sesame oil with one of the Ayurveda oils I add in, and for my face I use a jojoba and a rose oil for my face. So hopefully this has been a little bit interesting, a little bit informative. Please let me know what you think of it. Have you done some Abhyanga before? Has this been helpful? Are you going to try it? Would you like to see more? I'm quite happy to give a little bit of back. I'm very grateful on the many years of my teachers that have shared many knowledge, some amazing knowledge over the years with me, so I'm more than happy to share that back. So hopefully you're going to try and get some issues from your tissues. So have a wonderful day, and I was going to say, as my Scooty, oh no, he's asleep. Oh, there he is. Hopefully you might say goodbye as well. So goodbye from me and Scooty Poop. Scooty Poop, Scooty Pop. Namaste. Namaste.